Dad was just the most amazing example of a Christian man I'd ever met. Still, I've still never met anyone like Johnny Cash.
Hold on to your 10-gallon hats, y'all, because we're about to get down home country with the one and only John Schneider. This Southern charmer isn't just a pretty face, though let's be real, the man's a heartthrob. John Richard Schneider IV, standing tall at an impressive 6'2", is an American actor and singer who's carved his name in both Hollywood and the Country Music Hall of Fame. Well, not literally, but you get the idea. From iconic roles like Bo Duke on The Dukes of Hazzard to his portrayal of Clark Kent's dad in Smallville, Schneider's a true multi-talent. So grab a sweet tea, put on your boots, and get ready to discover the wealth, measured in both dollars and down-home charm, of this legendary entertainer.
Wonderful example of a Christian man that I had ever seen, because the whole thing about Christians trying to be nicer than Jesus just always bothered me.
Now let's talk about his favorite activities and how he spends his money. Now, John's a true country boy at heart, and as such, he has many loyal canine companions by his side. He has a soft spot for classic cars. We're talking sleek lines, chrome that gleams, and maybe even an orange beauty that wouldn't look out of place on the set of The Dukes of Hazzard. John sports a down-to-earth fashion sense, whether he's rocking a casual look while milling about the yard, or even suited up for an event when the occasion calls for it. Schneider's a philanthropist who devotes time and resources to worthy causes. In 1982, he co-founded the Children's Miracle Network with Marie Osmond and her brothers. In 1998, Schneider became a born-again Christian while living with Johnny and June Carter Cash for a short time and speaking with Johnny about Christianity. He once aspired to be a race car driver and briefly attended racing school in Georgia. This would later fit him well, as he raced around in the General Lee. In December of 2023, John's Twitter fingers landed him in some trouble. He made a call for President Biden's execution, which caught the attention of the U.S. Secret Service. Biden had tweeted about Trump being a threat to America's democracy, to which John tweeted a direct reply, "Mr. President, I believe you are guilty of treason and should be publicly hung. Your son, too. Your response is, sincerely, John Schneider." After a huge backlash, John followed up by saying, "It's my position, which I am entitled to have, that some of our nation's leaders in Washington have lost their way, and corruption runs rampant. He is known for his love of cooking and has said that he enjoys experimenting with new recipes and flavors. He is particularly fond of Southern cuisine and has said that he loves to make dishes like fried chicken and collard greens. Schneider is a fan of classic American cocktails and has said that he likes to enjoy a good old-fashioned Manhattan. Schneider has said that he'll always be a fan of classic TV series like The Dukes of Hazzard and Smokey and the Bandit, in which he starred. He is a fan of classic country singers like Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, and George Jones.
I tell people, they say, tell me something about Johnny Cash that people don't know. And I say, well, Johnny Cash was a flawed man who was held together by his love of Christ and his fear of June.
Let's see how he is getting on with his friends and family. John's love story is one for the ages. He married his beloved Alicia Allen in 2019, a beautiful woman who was not only his wife, but also his partner in crime. She was his manager and producing partner. Sadly, Alicia passed away in 2023. John has spoken openly about the immense love and support they shared. John was married twice before finding his forever love with Alicia. His first marriage to Tawny Little in the 80s was short-lived, and his second marriage to Ellie Castle in the 90s ended in divorce. John has 3 children from his second marriage, 2 from Ellie and a daughter they share together. Schneider was good friends with James Best, who played Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane in The Dukes of Hazzard until his death on April 6, 2015, at age 88.
It's funny, you know, I'm a funny guy, I like comedy. But then I explained just a little bit further. His fear of June was his fear of ever disappointing her.
With that being said, let's discuss how he earns money. Alongside his acting career, Schneider has been a singer since the early 1980s, releasing 9 studio albums and a greatest hits package, as well as 18 singles. John's had a series of legal and financial troubles, including issues related to spousal support payments, investment in low-budget movies and TV productions, and making just around $2,500 to perform a single concert. But despite these financial ups and downs, Schneider continues to be active in his career, contributing to the entertainment industry both as an actor and a musician. He also engages in charity work with his Children's Miracle Network, among other philanthropic activities. He has a net worth of $200,000.
And here's the big difference. Most people say, I've done bad things and by the blood of Christ, I'm never going to do them again. Oh, crap.
Get ready to take a virtual tour of his estates. He has a house in Agoura Hills, California. He purchased the 5-bed, 5-bath, 5,000 square foot home in November of 1999 for $1.25 million. He also owns a ranch property in Louisiana called John Schneider Studios. It is a large compound that includes a main house, a studio, a theater, a soundstage, and various other buildings. The ranch is located in Holden, Louisiana, and spreads over more than 80 acres. The main house is a large Southern-style home with a warm and welcoming atmosphere. It has a spacious living room with a fireplace, a formal dining room, and a large kitchen. The house also has a number of bedrooms, bathrooms, and a large covered porch that offers a great view of the surrounding countryside. The large production studio is where Schneider films his own projects, and he also rents it out to other film and TV production companies. The studio is equipped with state-of-the-art sound, lighting, and camera equipment, and has a sound stage, editing suites, and a theater.
You know, I've done bad things, and by the blood of Christ, He'll forgive me when I do them again. And it doesn't mean I'm going to do them on purpose, but I'm flawed.
Now, let's see what type of vehicles you will find in his garage. Unfortunately, General Lee was destroyed in Hurricane Ida. He owns a Chevrolet Bel Air. A 1970 Ford Mustang. A Plymouth Hemi Cuda. And a Mercedes-Benz G-Class.
Could. He knew he could, because he knew, by the grace of God, I've been forgiven, and by the grace of God, I will need to be forgiven hence.
That's all for today's video, and thanks for watching it. But don't stop here. There's more where that came from. Check out our other videos for more great content.